Blessings and greetings, my angels. Thank you for joining me yet again. This is Sacred Sagittarius, Angels Answers All. Holding this space for yours and minds. Heavenly Father God, thank you for guiding me to these messages for this week for Sagittarius as it pertains to love. Protect my heart, their heart, and all of those who come and are gravitated to these readings. Guide us to the proper source of light as it pertains to our partnerships, and may you protect us from the known and unknown as it pertains to love. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you for joining me. Cause of blessing prayed for. We're going to tap now into our general love readings for this week. I apologize for any external noise. Life is lifing in the background sometimes, so I apologize in advance. My readings are timestamped, cause of blessing prayed for, and with all love readings, they are general, remember. So personal readings is what you need if you want something more in tune, or if you want to extend or get an extended reading beyond this reading that taps into your direct love story. These readings are timeless, and as you know, it can pertain to you. It can also mention other messages pertaining to others who may have an involvement in your love life. Okay, thank you, my angels. Let's see what we get for this week. We're starting out with the energies of the Hierophant, the Strength card, which we've been getting a lot of in our readings. Okay, some conflict with the Five of Wands, and then we have some potential messages coming in with the Page of Cups. So some of you could be receiving some messages this week, or you might have received something even over the weekend, or you could be receiving a confirmation on a message that you have received already. And it's going to take you, I feel like this, whatever it is that you hear or is brought to your attention is going to take you aback. And then you're gonna have to like step away to the side for a moment to gather your thoughts, to kind of really take in what was said to you. You know, like when someone says something to you, you could be in the middle of a conversation and it's so far left and so not in, you know, in connection to what you're doing or talking about at the moment, and you're like, wait a minute, I know I don't believe what I just heard, and you step away to go to the ladies' room or to the kitchen or just away from everybody so you can be like, wait a minute, did I hear what I just heard? And then process it. I feel like that's the type of message that you're getting. Whatever it is that you're told, it could affect you spiritually, or it causes you to want to pray. So you could be getting some news maybe about someone that you once dated. Maybe they're in a particular situation or something that they're going through. And even though you're not together, you still feel, you know, you feel something for them. And you take a moment to pray, or you take a moment to inquire on their situation. Whatever it is going to kind of knock you back. So I don't know if it's just suggesting that a partner might be sick, or maybe, you know, something happened. They're in a situation which is not good, and it reaches to your attention. Or they've gotten themselves possibly in some conflict. We get the Death card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you know, the Death card doesn't mean necessarily physical death, but someone could be sick maybe, or if they were in an incident or something, you know, it could be a physical thing where they have to be careful. It could also be that maybe they're finally ending a dependency or an addiction, or maybe their pain and suffering is finally coming to an end if they were sick or bedridden or something, because this is coming to an end. They're going into a new cycle, whether it's in this life or, you know, onto the next stage of life. You're gonna receive financial support regarding this, and people are gonna be coming towards you. And even though this is not good news for the person that you used to date or who you were involved with romantically, there is something that you will receive from this. If they owed you something, or maybe if they left you as a beneficiary of something, or if there's a suit or a lawsuit, or if you take some type of legal action on their behalf. Let's say you're separated but not divorced. So if they have any type of monetary gain coming to them, you will benefit from this with the Six of Wands. And with the World card, it's going to change your world. So even though this is not a good situation for your ex, and I do feel like this is from somebody from your past, this not so good situation, in a way, is it's not karma, but energetically, it could restore you financially from debt or things that they might have owed you in the past. In the middle of the deck, we get Ace of Wands, yes, and give you an opportunity for a new beginning. So, it's interesting because in life, we go through a lot of hardships. We go through a lot of situations with lovers and partners. And in a lot of cases, as giving and loving as we are as Sagittarius, when our partners or exes leave us, it's not necessarily in a good way. Many of them might owe us financially. They might owe us physical things, right? They might leave us in a way where we feel like we now have to replenish. We now have to work twice as hard to get where we wanted to be and to restore what they took, or what we allowed them to take, or we gifted to them during the time we were dating them. And, as much as you would like to get it back, 9 times out of 10, some of your partners, your exes, are not in that financial capability to do that. Because if they were, you wouldn't have had to help them to begin with. So it's very surprising, and it's truly a gift from God and the universe. If something, and hopefully it's not something that is attached to any physical, connection to them, but spiritually, if through something that they experience in life later on, bring some type of replenishment or karma back to you, where you are compensated or restored, or at least you gain something back from what you have lost to them, that is very rare. So this could be happening, and I would love to hear in the comments if this is something that you are experiencing. I'm surprised to see this in this reading. Thank you for being there for me. Wow. So you never know. If you have an ex that maybe he or she, maybe they're ill, or maybe the news is that maybe they've come into some money, or maybe someone left them some money, but there's money, there's estate, there's some type of pentacle and earthly energies are tied to this, and they leave you something, or they offer you something, or they actually repay you, and they say thank you for being there for me, even though they didn't do it at the time when you helped them, because maybe they didn't have it to, but now they remember and they come forth and they send this thanks to you. So the page could be the person that they send it to, the message through, or they send the thank you through with the funds or the gift or whatever it is that they're repaying you back for. Very interesting. I'll tell everyone your minds. This person till this day still has some kind of feeling for you, and even though you're not together, deep down when people speak to them, they kind of still want to claim you. I'm not going anywhere. Even though they haven't been in your life physically, like I said, they still have been following you in the sense of looking at your social media, very much on top of things of where you are and what you're doing. I want to make up now. If they had the opportunity to make it right with you and settle the score financially for whatever they owed you, they might think that this is an opportunity to make up. But I don't think make up in a sense like they know they can't get back to you, but they want to make up for the hurt. They want to definitely restore what they took from you as far as money and earthly possessions. But I'm thinking it's more like money. You took care of them financially when no one else did, or they took from you without your consent, and they're trying to pay you back now. Let's see what's in the middle of this deck. I don't want to see you with anyone else. They've been having difficulty throughout the years or months that you've been apart, because whether they've seen you with someone else or not, they're very tortured by the thought that you could eventually fall in love with someone else. This person is still imbalanced though. They still have a lot of issues that they're working through and with. And one reason that they might be doing this is because they want closure. They want to close this particular saga or chapter with you so that it has a happy ending. Because in their mind, they feel if they close it in a happy way, you'll have a happy memory more closer to you than a bad one. And they feel like that might give them maybe just a slight, if not anything else, a slight chance. Not now. They won't make their moves now, but maybe down the road to reconcile with you if they are here to do so. They feel that you're not in a romance because they know how spiritual you are. So they do feel that you're connecting with your soul tribe. At the bottom of the deck, they're trying to be confident in the actions that they're taking towards you. And they want to appear to be strong because, again, they're trying to not get on your best side, but they do want to show you some type of stability. We get passion. Keep the flame of passion alive. So they are trying to keep the passion alive that you once shared. They're not going to approach you on it, and they're not going to talk to you about love. But this is what's within their heart. For many of you, this could have been your twin flame. So that is why there's still a connection there. And with this beautiful window, this is how they look through the window. They see through the window an opportunity, hopefully in the future, that you can be together again. And they just want themselves and you to be ready for that. With true love, they really do feel that you were and still are their true love. We also get the message of humor. I love how you always made me laugh. They miss your silly ways, Sagittarius. They truly do. As you know, Sagittarius, we're very loving. We're very funny and giddy. And they miss that, you know. Some of their partners or people that they have dealt with since you might not have your loving humor, and they definitely miss that. They think about that quite often. Why do we always hurt the ones we love? They're really questioning why they did the things that they did to you, because you were so undeserving of the negative and toxic things that they did. The way we were, that's what they do. They spend a lot of time. This person has gone through it, thinking about the way that you were together. Let me make love to you. You know, if the sex was great, but then towards the end of the relationship, they ghosted you, or they were very distant from you because they were cheating on you. You know, they want to express their love to you physically. And let's see what other card we get from this deck. When will I see you smile again? They miss your laughter. They miss your smile. They want to be in your physical presence. And if this person is sick or not feeling well, and is not in a good way physically, this is like something on their bucket list, so to speak. Like, this could be like, you know, one of their wishes that, you know, before they close their eyes, they want to see Saggy. Let's see what else we get. Following you in fake accounts. Some of you have some admirers or exes who are looking on your social media, and they're creating fake accounts so you don't know it's them. An ex is sending negative energy towards you. Not necessarily this ex, but some of you do have an ex this week that still has, you know, some negative energy towards you. They feel a certain way about you. They're mad because you pay them no mind. Yeah, and most exes that, you know, kind of create these negative accounts or these tricky accounts, or they're sending third parties and other people to get questions and information about you, is because they're mad because they don't have any access to you. You're ghosting them. You've totally closed them out. And then finally we get an ex-hater will reach out and try to reconcile with you. Okay? So that ex-hater definitely could be a partner. Could be this other person, like I said, who is trying to restore rather what they took from you. And also the energy of someone who be careful, because some exes come back saying they want to be friends with you again, but they're doing it only to come back to hurt you further. Okay, it's just a pride thing with them. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna show him or her, I'm gonna get them back and I'm gonna fix them. Like they want to hurt you further. It's sick, but that's what they want to do. At the bottom of the deck, you are talented and they're not. Again, they could be watching your social media. You could be posting things from your travels and jobs that you've done, or experiences that you shared with other people. They know how bright and talented you are. They see the money and stuff that you are bringing in, and they're jealous because they are not receiving or benefiting from that. As we come to close, unsent messages, there are some people in your life romantically, or those of you who did never been involved with you, but they do like you, want to send you a message. They start, but then they stop. They never send it. Unconditional love is what someone remembers about you, that you love them. There was no limit. You love them unconditionally, and they haven't had the opportunity to find someone to love them that way again. Other people are living rent-free, or you are living rent-free in their head, because all they do is think about you and talk about you and fantasize about you and stalk you and do all these things, and you are not paying this person any mind, but yet you take up a lot of time and space in their head. Obsessive, feeling guilty for the things that they've done, not appreciating what they had in you. And the last card, blindsided. Out of nowhere, you or they might feel blindsided in something that is going to occur. Okay, you Sagittarius might feel blindsided, like I said, for this one particular ex who out of the blue, you get a message, you get a check, or someone comes forth to you, or they reach out to you through someone else and gives you some type of financial gift, or restores something physical that they took from you. But let's say if they took something that was a heirloom to your family, or something that was really precious to you, and they had it all this time. You thought maybe they sold it or threw it out, but no, they held it all this time and they return it. So it's that type of energy. And again, if this person is really sick, in the physical sense, they could be trying to draw closer to God, and they're trying to make their peace. So they want to do the right thing, and doing the right thing by returning what they owe you or what they took from you definitely, is the right thing to do. So in closing, let's take one more last card from this deck. Soulmates. You and this person did have a soulmate connection. There were and still are lessons to be learned from that ex, especially if their energies come forth now. If they do this gesture of returning something to you, of repaying you, of compensating you, of trying to make right from a wrong that they did you, there is a lesson to be learned in this. So I pray that this reconciles or somehow resonates with some of you, and that you will approach the situation. You will be surprised. You will be blindsided, but also take it for what it is. And if your ex partner is sick or ill, pray for them, pray for their recovery, pray that God gives them grace, and that you in your heart as well can find forgiveness. Namaste.